In late 2020, I made and published my first course with little effort, no money, and no idea what I was doing. To my shock and surprise, it launched to commercial and critical success. Said no one ever, that is a complete and total lie. I did launch a course in 2020 within 30 days. It was a very intense month of hard work. I spent thousands of dollars to make it, and I sold it to 2 people at launch. And yes, one of them was my mom. Thanks, Mom. 2.5 years later, I've made less than $500 from my course in total. I looked it up today to make this video, and yeah, that hurts a little bit. I made a lot of critical mistakes, and I'm here to share what I learned, plus my best tips to get you started on the course creation process so that you can actually be successful with your first course launch. My course in question is called Save Money Resolution, Achieve Your $10,000 Savings Goal with my simple 7-step system, and it's still live on my own website, themoneyresolution.com. And although I'm being hard on myself, the truth is I didn't do everything wrong. I still stand by the creation process, the content itself, and my course platform of choice, which was Kajabi. I just didn't have a clue how to sell the damn thing. Here are 10 tips to help you be successful with or without Kajabi in launching your first course. It's what worked, what didn't, and how to avoid crickets at launch, especially if your goal is to make and launch it within a month. Number 1, nail your topic. So, how do you land on the perfect topic? The best way to get started on the perfect topic is to reflect on what people come to you for help for. What do friends and family reach out to you about? That's a major clue. It doesn't matter how big or small the question or issue is. If you help people overcome a problem or find a solution, that's a sign that you have a desirable skill or knowledge that's in demand. It might be desirable enough that people are willing to pay you to teach them. So start there and brainstorm. Make a list of 5 or 10 specific ideas you know well enough to teach. Ideally, it's also something that you enjoy talking about, that you could talk about for an hour or 2, no problem. Step 2, teach it one-on-one. Teach your skill or knowledge to real people and do it for free. Why? Well, you want to make sure it works, and it also helps you identify your critical steps to teach, what to avoid, and find your overall style and voice without the pressure of making it worth someone's money. I did this, and it was invaluable. I'm a money nerd, so I dabbled with finance coaching totally free. This helped me get a sense of what people needed the most help with. I came to find out most people wanted help tackling their credit card debt or finding a way to get out of the paycheck to paycheck rut and actually save money. It felt a little bit off ethically to charge people to help them with their debt, especially if they were paying me with a credit card that was the issue in question. But showing people how to save money felt positive. Plus, in my course, I encourage people to pay off high interest consumer debt with the money that they save as a top priority if they have any. Tip number 3, survey your audience and take the results seriously. It's easy to skip this step, but you must validate your ideas. I heard this tip so many times in my research, I finally gave it a real shot and I made a Google Form survey. I asked about topics that interested people, saving money was number 1, but I also asked what they'd be willing to pay, how long the course should be, and more. 5 questions for your survey is the sweet spot, and try to avoid more than 10. Be sure to include an optional question where people can write a longer response if they so choose. I was surprised how many people wanted to share thoughts or help out. But again, your results are only useful if you actually take them to heart. Put your biases aside and listen to the data. If you want to check out my survey, I'll link to it in the description below. I had 29 responses, which is awesome, but I forgot to do the next tip. Number 4, don't forget to collect email addresses. Speaking of that survey, be sure you add an email submit field at the bottom. I forgot to include this, so those 29 warm leads suddenly became ice cold with no way to get in touch at launch. Just be sure to mention why you're collecting their email address. It's just to let them know when the course is live, but it's also an opportunity to send a personalized thank you note, which I recommend. If results aren't coming into your survey, consider offering a $5 gift card to somewhere like Starbucks. Trust me, it'll pay off in the end to spend a little bit of money to gather key data points and email addresses. Number 5, start with a clear transformation in mind and end results, back into the steps from there. If your course doesn't have a desired transformation or end result, you're not going to deliver value. And if no value, you're going to have a hard time selling it. My end goal for students was $10,000 saved because I believe 5 figures is a magical number that can change your financial life for good. How long to get to $10,000 was more difficult. That would depend on many factors that I can't control, like my students' employment status, family status, income amount, lifestyle, and more. But I needed to give a sense of timing, so I went with twice as fast as I did, which to me meant about half a year. So with that end result and timing in mind, I brainstormed 50 plus tips or mini lessons that I thought were most important. I organized that list into 7 categories that later became my modules. I trimmed the fat and landed on 4 lessons per module. Then I got right to work writing my video script, which is easily the most time-consuming part of the process. If you get stuck making the content, simply ask yourself, what would I tell a friend or loved one as advice? That's the right tone to take to build trust. Tip number 6, create a quality landing page. Your landing page is going to depend on your course platform of choice. Some give you more flexibility than others. As I said, I went with Kajabi, and let me know if you'd like a whole video about the why and how with Kajabi. And Kajabi is an all-in-one solution, including a website, so I had full flexibility. I scoured the web to find the best Kajabi course sites. I took screenshots of my favorites. I sketched out a wireframe for what I wanted to build, and I went for it with zero experience building web pages. It took me about a week since the tools were super easy to use, and I was very happy with how it turned out. So much so, I still haven't really updated it 2.5 years later. If you can, include where your work has been featured and testimonials, which is something I've been meaning to add. Explain the course outline, everything the user gets, have an FAQ section, and I even made a quick video trailer. But how do you price the darn thing? Number 7, don't undersell your value. I heard so many course creators say to price it way higher than you think you can sell it for. I'm talking 500 or even thousands. Most people claimed it gives the course more prestige and appears more desirable. On the opposite end, if you price it too low, it won't look very valuable and people will be skeptical. I see both sides of the argument, but I landed on $97 because of my survey. I also included a full no questions asked money back guarantee because why not? It's much better than negative reviews. No matter your price, I recommend though that you launch half off. This way you can get students in the door and you can get feedback and testimonials. Give it away if you have to in exchange for reviews that you can use on your landing page. After 90 days or so, permanently move to full price and only discount for special occasions like Black Friday or, in my case, New Year's, since I'm big into money resolutions. Number 8 is to make a mini course instead of one giant masterclass. I mentioned trimming down the fat earlier, but I still don't think I trimmed enough. Once I landed on my topic, I made the mistake of trying to do too much. That really slowed me down during the brainstorming and organizing phase. I pictured it being 4 or 5 hours, which is totally unnecessary, especially for your first course. I cut out half the content, so it ended up being about 2 hours and 15 minutes, but that was still probably too long. Looking back, I wish I would have made my first course 45 minutes to an hour and really focused on one specific problem and solution. So if I focused on credit card debt, a mini course could have been how to create a debt payoff plan as the outcome, something that somebody could do within a week. For saving money, I could have made it a $1,000 goal. And if you're making a course about, let's say, baseball, you could do how to steal a base, not how to win the whole World Series. You get the idea. Plus, if your mini course totally bombs, it won't be demoralizing. You can learn and make your next mini courses. Some course creators even have dozens of these, like this example on screen by Miss Excel. Number 9, create a course marketing plan. If you build it, they don't just come. You have to market it. Some course platforms help you with the awareness factor, but I chose to build it on my own site with Kajabi, so promoting it was challenging and something I didn't think about early enough. I probably should have waited until I had 10,000 YouTube subscribers on my main channel, not 1,000, and I should have waited till I had 1,000 email subscribers, not 100. How to market your course could be a whole course in and of itself, but here are some quick ideas. Learn and master social media ads or Google ads. Promote by answering questions on topics on Quora. Promote at the end of related blog posts on your own site or sites like Medium, and write a short ebook and promote it, which is what I did throughout the book in my second book, Money, You Can Hack It. None of these are easy ways to promote, so it's worth thinking through and getting as creative as possible. But either way, don't wait until launch to think of a promo plan. Number 10, refresh and relaunch. Your first course is an experiment. It won't be perfect. You get better with experience, so why not take that experience and feedback and make your course even better? A relaunch is one way to revive a dead course. Add content, add bonuses, give it a fresh coat of paint, refilm it when you have more camera confidence, create slides or worksheets if you didn't like them the first time. You can even relaunch on a new course platform. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing this month. I'm excited to announce I'm relaunching Save Money Resolution. I've been editing the content and updating it for 2023. I'm super excited to refilm the entire thing this weekend, but this time with enthusiasm. I'm also gonna make my companion workbook an interactive PDF so that students don't have to print it. I'll update the course on my site, but I might put it on another course site to see if that can help me with exposure. As a special thank you for tuning in today, I'm gonna offer you my lowest price ever because I want you to explore my site and course platform. I want you to see if Kajabi could be a good option for you. As a bonus, you might just save $10,000. So enjoy my full updated course for just $10. Simply use code COURSECREATOR and you'll save about 90%. That code is already live and my updated content should be ready in the next week or two, so snag it ASAP. I'm gonna shut it off when 25 people have claimed it. If you love my Kajabi site and you're thinking about using it, I'll leave my referral code in the description below. It's not cheap to use, but I absolutely love the whole all-in-one platform. It is so simple and easy to use. Otherwise, leave me any questions that you have about creating a course. I do my best to reply to everyone. And if you already have a course, share that and I'm definitely gonna check it out. Subscribe if you're excited to build passive income streams right along with me this year. That's the point of this new second channel. Later this month, I'm actually announcing a new course. It's a mini course about building a specific passive income stream. And no, it's not a course about how to make courses. That would be too meta for me. My name is Frankie. Have an awesome week or weekend ahead, and I hope to see you in my course, Save Money Resolution, and on a future passive income resolution video. Best of luck creating your course and sharing your knowledge with the world. See you soon. Thanks.